ground clamps are in and secured, tied to the wire all the way around the pool to that corner out to here. I need to extend it to the pump or a ground rod. I'm going to get the camera set up. Mixer's here. I don't have a lot of time. We'll talk to you real soon. When a plan comes together, here comes the sun. We are just about done with our big pour. 16 yards. I think we have about a yard of concrete left in the truck, and that is okay with me. Steve's finishing up. 1, 2, 3 drains down the middle. You can see we have a little roller coaster going through there. That'll divert all the water right into those drains. Hopefully we don't get any puddles on this deck. Palm trees, palm tree table going right here and right there. So we're trying to put that on a flat spot. So I am getting started with our border edger. Seems like this year we're putting border on everything. Once we start posting this, everybody sees it. It looks so nice, and it's relatively easy to do as long as you get on it soon. This is 12 inches from edge to border. Just taking and scraping the material off of our form, and you get a nice right like that. Okay, so I'll finish that all the way out. Looks like they're about done. We'll get on cleanup and get this finished. Okay, concrete's setting up real good. We're starting to get some sunshine here. Ryan's taking care of the border. Don't hit these too soon. If you hit them too soon, they get all wiggly and they look terrible. So nice and, after it firms up, slow and flat, keep them straight. The guys knee boarded out to our beginning of our second truck. Now they're working it back. That way they don't get stuck out there. Tim and I are going to get ready for round 2. We want to pour to center a pool. So we're going to start taking some measurements and get some concrete coming. How's that? Sorry about the glare. Right, it is that time. Putting our rolled slate texture on. Ryan's on the border. We got a new guy up here on the wheel. Doing great. You can roll that a little bit quicker too, Tim. There you go. If you see a missed spot, give it a couple rolls, like stop there, go forward. Give it a couple rolls and lose that spot. And then come back. All right, I'm gonna get the third wheel going. Get some more spray going. You're doing the heavy stone on the inside, outside of the border. Looking good. Everybody's busy except me. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, well I got the camera out of the dirt. Mixer's on the way for 7 yards. So this is staying. We want to protect this. So I have white duct tape. And I wiped this nice and dry. Morning sun's on it now, so it should stick.
picture here.
Okay, almost done taping. What I wanted to show, so I put one right on my concrete line. Now I'm just putting one to protect this whole edge. But what I really wanted to show was the end of this form will flex out a little bit. If that blows off, you have a mess. So take your tape right up over them. Now that won't come off. I don't even mind. Tape is cheap. Especially when the pool company leaves it. Caution tape? Yeah, that's pricey. Keep it nice and straight. Get concrete against it. Looking good. Alright, Tom's tip for the day. But wait, there's more. So, clean this up. This is where we started pouring this morning. So this is where we're going to start pouring round 2. Make sure we're clipped in. Pam cooking spray from Donna's Kitchen Cupboard. Sorry, Donna, I'll pick some up on the way home. That'll leave that face real nice. Concrete will move around in there and then it'll wash off real easy. I don't believe there's anything that works better. And it smells good. Okay, that went well. Just making sure we don't have any missed spots. So you see the liquid release, once it all dries, it'll just look plain like that over there. We'll give that a scrub. Well, we have quite a few steps to go. So these are our heavy stone stamps, how it highlights that border. Going in okay? Don't need a tamper, do you?
Good. Going in perfect, yeah. Can't go in any better than this. Here we're at quarter turn.
Quarter turn. Change that pattern up. We had talked about getting these around my pool. I think they're really sharp. They have lights, and I think one of them has speakers in it.
Yeah, one of the coconuts.
Yeah, is a speaker. Oh yeah, right there.
Cranked it on while I was working on that next step. Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's where the... Yeah.
All right. One more round. All good, Steve?
All good.
Okay, I kept you on time lapse long enough today. Wheels are going. So anytime you get a angle, slope, we try and hit it with a little wheel, get good texture. Then Tim, run your big wheel out there. take care of those lines for me. Yep, right through there. Perfect. I'll jump over here. So if you do concrete work and you haven't started stamping yet, this is a good step in that direction. These are much easier than stamps. You can move quicker at it, so we offer it at a discounted price. And it sort of gets your feet wet, getting in the door, what to expect with decorative concrete. Gives you a great look when it's all colored and saw cut. My height transitioned down 3 inches to 2 inches around that step insert. Struggling what to call it. So the little wheel goes up on that liner, just giving texture all the way to the end. And you can see the spot right there. Work my way over to that. I'll be out of your way in a second, Tim. There we go. Go ahead and clean all that up for me. And then where new concrete meets old concrete, that sucks the moisture out of it. So you need to get a wheel directly on there. Quicker, sooner than later. You bagged it too? Okay. I wheel over that seam, making sure we get it all the way to the edge. Okay. Now the big wheels can come in and clean that up. As a close-up view of it, the texture it leaves behind. You need some WD on that one. If the concrete's too wet, you just slow it down a little bit. Give it a flip, change that pattern up.
This stuff in the shade is still pretty wet.
It's doable. It's catching real quick. So we roll the border so it matches the main, and then Ryan follows it up with a heavy stone. So if you miss a spot because this is so aggressive, you still have the same texture. And everything blends real nice.
Did you go down that road or no? We didn't.
Which, the pool edge? Yeah. I can't remember. That was too long ago. Alright, I'll throw the handle back on and catch it. Good morning. It is about 6 a.m., maybe 10 after 6. Very dark out yet. We're starting to pull this coping off of the pool. And I just wanted to get some of that before we get it all done.
Does that camera have night vision mode?
No.
I need it.
Okay, so here's our one piece. It pulls straight up.
Sometimes.
I'm trying to hold a light camera. And you can see the rubber mold just peels away, and we'll get that bottom piece out. So that's nice. How it all works. And we'll do that one more time. And that looked nice. Okay, we'll let it get a little bit lighter out, and we'll show you what this looks like all done. I came over last night and sprayed this all down with water a couple times, let it dry nice and slow. There's our rolled slate texture. Stay in the weight. Okay. Okay, try and get this as best I can. The rubber liner just pulls right out. There's the broken stone face. Now this bottom track will come right out. You just start at one end and peel it away. Remember, I tapped it in. I'm not even sure if I showed that. I tapped it into the pool liner edge. It's just so dark it's hard to show any of this. But I think I'm capturing some of it. I got one piece off here as I drop my phone in the pool. So that's what it looks like. So I have to take this piece here off, wiggling these out. Okay, I'll get that done and show you what it looks like. Okay, here we are. Finally, I got you some nice footage of saw cutting. Notice how with the guard on the saw, we follow that blue line to keep nice straight lines. Our intersections, I'll point a couple of these out for you. We just slow the saw down. If you go too fast, you'll chip them. And it just looks a lot better if you slow the saw down and get a nice crisp corner on all four corners. Just making our way in our grid pattern. We like about an 8x8 pad. Now I have everybody split up. Ryan's on the far side, washing the material away from the pool. And a group of guys are over here with saw cuts, pulling everything away from the pool, just towards the dirt in the backyard. Steve's finishing up the straight cuts. As we get to these borders, we join the cuts here and run a straight line off. I'll show you a couple more examples. Right here. The line comes straight through, and here you'll see this one turns a little bit. It just looks nicer rather than going a wedge, and it also cracks a little bit cleaner the way we do it there. If we run that cut through on a 45, the cut will always jump out of there. It'll always want to crack straight. So we run these all the way through, straighten them out on the border. On to clean up shortly. We have to hurry. We have concrete due in a little bit. So we leave the dust pile up, and that helps the operator drop the saw into the cut and change directions of the saw. So just looking at the dust, looking at the guide, and dropping the saw in, and pretty good. He nicked it a little bit there, but by all means not bad at all. Looks good. So with a little bit more cutting to do, Matt's on the edge, following those cuts straight down that face. It just gives it a real nice look, a little bit more detail work. Squaring them down, a pencil line, and then we have a cordless grinder. If we don't cut it, it'll crack and be all jaggedy. So we like a nice straight a straight cut. And it'll hairline crack inside of that cut. And you'll never even know it. A little bit of dust gets in the pool, that'll dissipate and the filter will take care of that. Trying to wash everything away from the pool and clean these joints out real good. If you leave any material in there, the sealer won't stick and you'll get a white cloudy rim around your saw cuts. So clean everything thoroughly. And our final step before coloring, I like to hit it all with a scrub brush. Look at that white residue that kicks up. Now that is a couple different things. That is our liquid release that we use while we're rolling. That keeps the concrete from sticking to our wheels. As well as the concrete dries, it leaves a residue. We need to scrub that off, and that'll just make the sealer stick better on the whole surface, and it makes the color look nice and crisp. not that cloudy whiteness underneath the sealer. A little bit of debris on the doors, no problem. We'll power wash that clean. They'll come right off. So there it is. I wanted to get you some footage on how we do the next day.
Okay, it's still quite noisy here.
It goes very fast.
Good timing. The guys are just finishing up power washing. Mixer showed up. It is, I think it's 10 to 8, maybe 10 after 8. I lost track. 8:02, right on time. Couple yards, 1 yard, all done. So we'll get this poured, it'll be quieter. I'll talk to you real soon. Okay, well I started coming in for straight edge and they said, why don't I grab the camera? Hey, if I'm gonna be filming, we gotta start talking about something a little bit more cheerful than what...
Thursday night football.
Thursday night football. All the way up, making sure those rebar get picked up. This is how we like it. A nice tight mix on stamping. You see how it just piles up? It doesn't flow. This is a much stronger way to pour concrete. A little bit tighter, not a lot of water in the mix. If I had to guess slumpage on this, see how it's piling up around Steve's feet? I would say this is probably a true 4.5, maybe even a little bit tighter. When you dump it, it doesn't splash everywhere and make a mess.
I'm all right for now, Jim.
Matt's making his ends nice and low.
There's Thursday night football. There's the Autumn Classic this week.
Oh, golf this weekend, yeah.
Nations is coming up.
We have,
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff.
we're doing a golf outing. 18 Saturday morning, 18 scramble Saturday afternoon, and then 18 on Sunday. A lot of golf. But I think I'm going to the Steeler game on Sunday, so I will not be there golfing Sunday. So Jim came over and said, hey, did you try that gate? I said, I did not. So we swung it shut and the legs are just touching. So he gave a little extra pressure on that wheel and you closed? Yeah, you're good there. You're touching right back in the very corner.
Good catch, Jim.
Yeah, good. Just had to go down 1/8 of an inch. Take it down just a bump more. Yeah, it comes uphill pretty steep. Good, good, good. Good intersections. Looks nice. Nice and straight. This came out, this steps are not centered on that door, so we had to turn that ever so slightly and then square up. I think it looks really nice. Okay, I can't pick this one up and film. Steve, it's all you.
Accept the challenge.
Yep.
Like I had a choice, huh?
Here comes our heavy stone. No heavy stone. Notice the quarter turn. Yeah, I'll take care of that. I saw it. Just a couple touch-ups, waiting on Steve to pick that one up.
Right here, huh?
What'd you say?
Right here, I saw a spot. Did you catch it? There you go. Much better.
I say, I'll throw it at you, man.
You got a wheel?
Yep.
Okay. And then we need a skin right here. Got one right here, Dylan. And just go along, touching up some of the edge. Now this looks very nice. It is not perfect, but it looks very nice. Now I'd say we're pretty close to perfect on this one. Sometimes these pick up a little bit, and when you can reach them, just get my, just a little, here like that. You can take that, just set and soften that down. Have this little triangle sliver. We don't want to leave that go. Just getting some slate texture on there. Peel this straight up. One more time. How about a little angle?
Do you choose the colors, or did they homeowners choose them?
We talked about it. Came up with a good pick, yeah.
Colors will make it break it.
Want it to be appropriate with the surrounding.
You probably hear most of the time, oh, just do it the way you think is best.
That scares me when they say that too. But
That's when creativity comes in.
yeah,
This makes it fun and exciting.
yeah. I need a heavy right here. I matted some down. If you want to zing it over, I'll get it. Zing it hard. Aim for my face. There we go. Little turn. Oh boy. How many yards? 20, 30-ish, 35. 4.5 today. What was yesterday? I lost track. 18, 7, and 7. You guys can all add that up. All right, drink of water.